Hindi man yung sa ako.
That's the name of TV.
Ako sa next time.
Alex, which is the separation. The separation benefit is given to employees who have not reached the retirement age of 60 but have been separated from the service. The benefit can either be in the form of cash payment or both cash payment and pension.
Sigaw.
So, eligibility and benefits. So, first, if the members has been in the service for at least 3 years, but less than 15 years and below 60 years of age, cash payment equivalent to 100% of the average monthly compensation for every year of the service payable upon reaching age 60. If the members has been in the service for at least 15 years and is below 60 years of age, cash payment equivalent to 18 times the basic monthly pension payable upon separation and monthly pension of for life starting age 60. So next is the unemployment. So unemployment benefits is paid when permanent government employees who have paid the required 12 months integrated contribution under Republic Act 8291 are involuntarily separated from the service as a result of the abolition of their office or position, usually resulting from reorganization. So the benefits is in the form of monthly cash payment equivalent to 50% of the average monthly compensation. The duration of the benefits depends on the length of the service and ranges from 2 months to the maximum of 6 months.
Nakulungan. Walang siniman.
This side. This side.
So the unemployment benefit shall be paid in accordance with the following schedule. So first, if the contribution has been made for a period of 1 year but less than 3 years, the benefit duration is for 2 months. So if ang member is naka-contribute lang siya within at least 1 year or less than 3 years, ang iyang benefit nga madawat is one lang siya, only for 2 months lang. And then if the contribution have been made for a period of 3 or more years but less than 6 years, the benefit duration is for 3 months. So if less than 6 years siya nag-contribute anak nga program is, ang iyang benefit nga madawat is for 3 months. So if the contribution had been made for a period of 6 years or more but less than 9 years, the benefit duration is for 4 months. So if kanang less than 9 years ang iyang na-contribute sa anong service is for iyang benefit nga madawat is within 4 months lang po. Then if the contribution have been made for a period of 9 years or more but less than 11 years, ang iyang contribution nga iyang benefit nga madawat is for 6 months. Now let's proceed to disability. Disability refers to any loss or impairment of the normal functions of the physical or mental faculties of members, which permanently or temporarily prevent them to continue with work or engage in any other gainful occupation, resulting the loss of income. So the corresponding disability benefits for each kind of disability granted to members are based on the duration of incapacity to work and actual loss of income. So there are three kinds of disability determined by GSIS. So first is the permanent total disability. So these benefits are designed to provide financial assistance and support to government employees who are unable to work and due to permanent total disability, ensuring they have a source of income and access to necessary medical care. So example nga kanang makaabila ni if kanang complete kung kanang ang member is kanang ma-utang. So, second is the permanent partial disability. So, it provides compensation to government employee who suffer a permanent but not total impairment that partially limits their ability to work. The example ani is loss of kanang one arm lang siya. So, dili siya totally disabled jud. So, benefit nga yung iyang madawat is the period of entitlement to permanent partial disability is determined after due medical evaluation. Then, the benefit ang iyang ma-receive is not exceed for 12 months. So, next is the last one is the temporary total disability. A cause or arises when the impaired physical or mental faculties can be rehabilitated or restored order further kanang normal function. So, ang kaning temporary total disability is kani siyang mga member nga na disgrasya or kanang nagkasakit nga kaya pa maayo or napay kayuhan ang ilahang kanang sakit. Then, ang duration sa benefit ana is kuan siya, paid siya for the entire duration of disability but dili siya mo exist sa but ang na siya maximum limit for only 120 days but need pa siya og extend pa gyud kay wala pa naayo ang kanang same member nga sakit is mo kuan siya og 240 pero dili na siya dapat mo exist pa sa 240 days. So next is the survivorship. So recognizing that pension is unearned right and not a privilege. So ang pension yun is dili gina siya a privilege no is kanang income gina sa isa ka or salary gina sa isa ka employee nga gi-contribute sa iyahang kuan sa iyahang institution para sa kanang insurance. So, the Board of Trustees restored the survivorship benefit of surviving spouses of members and pensioners even if they are gainfully employed and receiving other sources of income or pension. So, it was implemented in December 2010. The new basic survivorship pension payable to the surviving spouse is equivalent to 50% of the basic minimum pension. So, however, the maximum limit for survivorship pension should not exceed in step 8 of the current salary of an undersecretary under the salary standardization laws. So, the dependent pension for the children of the deceased member is equivalent to 10% of the basic minimum pension. Payable siya until the age of majority. So, ang kaning pension niya, ang si pensioner is, kung mamatay siya is, ang iyahang children nga nag-edad og 18 below is makadawat siya og kanang pension nga 10% lang siya sa iyahang basic monthly pension. So, if ang kanang pensioner nga daghan siyang anak nga nag-edad pa og 18 pa og so ang GSIS is nag-limit lang po siya kung pila na ka children ang maka-avail alay nga kuan benefit is ang GSIS is kuan lang ay ang giset niya para maka-avail is only 5 ka children lang po. So if kanang ang iyahang asawa or ang asawa sa member sa GSIS kay nagminyo outro so dili na siya makadawat ani nga pension kay siyempre naminyo naman siya maputol na ang atong financial assistance sa kaning service. So, the last one is the employee compensation. The employee's compensation benefit or disability benefit is a compensation package for public and private sector employees under dependence in the event of work-related injury, sickness, disability, or death. So, employee compensation is purely employer-based contribution benefit. Thus, employees do not contribute any amount to the program GSIS administers the employees compensation funds as provided for under Presidential Decree number 626. So, if si member is wala siya nakakontribute kaning service nga offer sa GSIS is Presidential Decree number 626 is siya ang mag-administer para sa katong si members is matagaan siya o compensation. So, ang employee compensation is nag-increase siya on May 26, 2014 by President Benigno Senior Aquino III issued Executive Order 167 which approved the increase of employees' compensation general benefit from 10,000 to 20,000 for both public and private sector. So si Benigno Aquino is nag-administer siya para kanang madugangan ni ang employee compensation sa kanang general benefit lang po siya. From 10,000 dugangan ni Benigno 10,000 para mahimog 20,000. So, on 2017, the employee compensation for general service was further increased to 30,000. So, pag na-time na po dinigaw is nadugangan na po og 10,000. So, nahin po ng 30,000 ang general benefits sa employee compensation sa mga employee. That's all.